Good day garden lovers, and welcome here to the Melansians 101 to show you how to make cuttings. Mense, vandag gaan ons vir julle wys 'n maklike, vinnige manier hoe om jou steggies gewortel te kry. So volg ons vir hierdie paar stappe. The first thing you'll need is nice, clean and sharp secateurs. The second thing is all the plants that you want to make cuttings with. Some hormone solution. Here I have some dip and root that's diluted in a little bit of water. Then we need a watering spray bottle. We need some old pots that you are buying plants in and you're recycling it now, so we need some old pots. Then we need a very good potting soil. Today I'm using the Melansians potting soil. In my opinion, one of the best potting soils. It has a lot of nutrients, a lot of fertilizers in, ready for your plants to root very well in them. And then a very important aspect is the clear see-through small plastic bags that you use in the kitchen to throw all your leftover foods or your cheese or whatever. This is the small greenhouse that we're going to make it with. So first thing first is we take the secateurs. Today we're going to make cuttings from the spekboom. As you all know, the spekboom is the plant that is reducing your carbon footprint the most out of all the plants. So everyone has to have a spekboom in their garden or in their house. If you get too cold in the winter, it's a little bit tender to frost, so then you take it in. But what is the best thing if you can go and have bragging rights with your spekboom and say, this spekboom, I made it myself, I rooted it myself, and how a fantastic thing to do. So what you do is you take the cutting, you take the bottom leaves, and you just pinch them neatly off. So that's a little bit tight, so then I'm just taking the secateurs, just take it neatly off. Then I take the cutting and I put it in the root hormone solution, just quick in it. And then I take the pot, put some potting soil in it. Make sure it's nice and good. Then I take the spray bottle and I spray the pots nice and wet. Not too wet, just a little bit moist. Then I take the cutting that's already been in the rooting solution and I put it inside of the pot. Just press it a little bit so it's nice and firm. En daar het ons eerste spekboom steggie. Nou vir die volgende ene wat ons gemaak is, we take the salvia. So as you can see, a salvia, what a fantastic plant in everyone's garden. It is very proliferous, it flowers all the time, through winter, through summer, it can take cold, it can take heat. It's a really forgiving plant in anyone's garden, so you have to have a salvia. So what we do now is we take a cutting from the salvia. But now you can see this cutting already has produced flowers. Very important is to cut the flowers off like that, to make sure that all the sugars in the plant and all the energy is not going to the flowers but focusing on making roots, because otherwise it's just going into the flowers and you will never have roots, but you will have a flowering cutting. So mense, is baie belangrik, sny daai blommetjies af sodat jy seker maak jou steggie wortel baie vinnig. So I showed you the rooting hormone that I'm using, but if you don't have a rooting hormone, it's not the end of the world. You can still root your cuttings, very successful. It will just take a little bit longer, but you can still use it. So then I'm taking the small cutting, put it in the rooting hormone solution again, and I put it in the pot. Just press it again a little bit. And now I take the spray bottle again and I just spray the leaves a little bit. So when that is finished, I take this clear through plastic bag, just open it nice and neat and put it over my young cuttings. Then I make sure it's nice and firm down and just press it on so the wind is not blowing it away. Just make sure it's nice and upright. In this way, you have just created a small greenhouse for your cuttings. Very easy, very simple, and very cheap to do. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this and you're going to put it in a nice shady area because it does not like direct sunlight. Nice shady area, and you keep it closed for a minimum of 2 weeks. Here I've made one for you. You can also see there's the little salvia, there's the spekboom, and you will see it start to condense. But that is fantastic because that means there's 100% humidity in that small greenhouse. So that is the perfect environment for that cuttings to start to root. Here I have you just to show you, I made the cuttings in exactly the same way, only 3 weeks old, the spekboom and the salvia. Just look at this fantastic root development. This was only taking 3 weeks old. Here you can see on the salvia, where I pinched off the flowers, how it already made side shoots. So what a fantastic way. So guys, make sure you make your own cuttings, make your garden beautiful. Mense, asseblief gaan uit, maak baie steggies, maak jou tuin mooi en wys vir ons, deel met ons jou suksesse sodat ons jou kan help om nog meer te kan verbeter. Geniet dit.